JDs and Lentilmen, welcome back to pool opening 2022. I don't even know what part this is. 10 now? 8, 9, 10? Yeah, I think it's 10. Something like that. We're going to start up the filter. That's this big thing over here. Yeah, so to do that, this is a DE filter. Now, if you have a sand filter, you can watch. If you have a cartridge filter, you can watch. But this is how it's done with the DE filter. This particular filter is a Hayward DE 3820, I think it is. The 38 is important because that means there's 38 square feet of space of filtering capacity inside that big canister. Now, you need to check your particular filter to see how many square feet it is. If you don't know, there's a label on it, and if it doesn't tell you there, Google it. You'll find out. You'll find out how many square feet. So 3820, knock off the 20, and we have 38. Now we're going to round that to the most even number. The most even number from there is going to be 40. Lop off the 0. That's 4. 4 scoops of DE. So if you had a filter that is 6820, I'm making numbers up, that's going to be 7. If you had one that's 24, well, now you got 2.4, so you're at 2.5, maybe 3 scoops, somewhere in there. So you got to work that math out. I can't do that for you because your filter is going to be different. But we now need to engage the filter. And to engage the filter, we need to move the multi-port valve to filtration. You must shut your pump off before you can go ahead and turn the handle. So we'll shut that off, let everything just settle itself down, which it's going to do. And now they're going to tell you to move your handle to filtration. Now we get into the discussion, because people like to nitpick. Here's recirculate, which it's on. Here's filtration, where I need to go. So I can go clockwise, 2 clicks to filtration, or counterclockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4 to filtration. Which way do you think I'm going to choose? Clockwise. Now the pool dicks start up. Only turn the handle counterclockwise. Then another pool dick is saying, well, I got 75 years of doing pools. Sonny boy, you can only turn it clockwise. Then you'll get the big fat dumb American consumer who's going to say, I don't give a fuck, just put it on filtration. And that's what you do. Don't listen to the bullshit and the hype. It's all hype and bullshit. Why do you have to remember, oh my God, I can only turn this counterclockwise, otherwise the entire pool is going to drain itself and we're not going to have a pool. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There's nothing wrong. Turn it whichever way you want. It doesn't matter. They'll say, oh, it'll fuck up the gaskets inside. Yeah, sure. 15 years. Does it leak? Yeah, it leaks, sure. There's water on top there. It's 15 years old. In fact, it's actually almost 20 years old, this equipment. Of course it's going to leak. Come on. Handle. Push. Filtration. In. Now we hear air. See how easy that was? There's no bullshit involved. It's cut and dry. This filter has a manual air relief. That's this here. Right now it's in the open position, which it even says right there. And that's the closed position. It rotates that way. I am going to turn this on with that in the open position. And what we're going to see, I'll move the camera over here. What we're going to see is a couple of things. First and foremost, we're going to see a lot of air come out. And then water is going to come out. And when water comes out, that's when we shut it. Water is going to come out right at the top of that jet that's pointing toward the house. This guy right over here. So all we do, we have the handle in filtration, turn the pump on. It's going to need to catch prime because we've now added air into the system, so it's going to be a moment. And then, I don't know how many gallons this thing is. 40? Let's say 40. I'm guessing 30. Okay, 35. Fine. Turn it on. Give the pump a moment. It's getting itself moving. You hear air. It's expelling all of the air. Pump is primed. Everything's moving. You hear a lot of air. And watch the gauge also when I close it. A lot of air. Getting close. There it is. And it stopped. Okay. I guess I unplugged it. I'll have to stick a screwdriver in it and find out. Maybe if I close it and reopen it. I'll have to stick a screwdriver in it and find out. I don't know. I've never had that happen before, but it's supposed to start gushing out like it did. Keep note of your pressure there. We are reading 20. That's your starting pressure. The little green hand is at 22. You can move that. And that way you can set it to your base pressure, and when the hand reaches the red, then it's time to backwash. But that's going to be later on. Let me see if I get that cleaned out quick, and then we'll carry on. I took the bung out at the bottom and poked it with a screwdriver. That definitely is flowing nicely, but that doesn't mean it's going to be okay when I turn the pump back on. So let's get this squared away and find out why, because like I said, I've never had this happen. I'm going to put the bung back in. Sounds clear. Let's start the pump up and see. Might clog again. There's gunk in there. It's going to take some time. You could take this off a little better. Getting somewhere. A few more times. There's all these little guys that's in there. How, why, I don't know. I don't think the jamming the screwdriver in there while it's doing that is going to help. It's better, not perfect. So let's shut it one more time. And it sucks air in. Turn it back on. Still a bit clogged. Do this a couple times. I'll drain it out and keep going for a while. Wow, that's exciting. Yeah, it keeps getting junk out. Every time I hit it, there's another blast of crap that comes out. It's not quite there, but a lot better. There we go. And then it clogged again. Now it's shooting pretty good. Yeah, no more gunk coming out on the house, so just little bits and pieces. It's not spraying out exactly nice, so I'll work on it a little more. Let's let that drain all the way out. You can see it's going there. Or most of the way. Certainly flowing a lot better than it was. It's flooded here, as you might expect. Another thing I found is blowing into it doesn't hurt. It's sucking air in, so it's not going to spit anything in your mouth. That's pretty empty there. We'll call that good. Oh, it's a centipede. That's nice. Oh, more gurgles. Let's just let out the residual. Good enough. Put in the bung. You can get teepee later for your bunghole. It's okay. There we go. Let's turn around one more time. Got to fill up the whole filter. And let's see if it clogs again. If it does, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But nowhere else on YouTube will you get this. No pool company is ever going to show you this. But they may have run into it, but they'll never show it. That's how it's supposed to spray. It's still wonk, and there's still more stuff coming out. I didn't leave the filter dirty, so I don't know, but it's a lot better than it was. Must be the cosmic rays. We'll call that good. We got to get some DE in this thing already. So I got this box of DE. It's been rained on, snowed on. Don't need that. There's a stick in there. We got some tree junk in the basket. Let's just dump some of that out. There you go. Yeah, plenty more. Good. That's fine. So you see the cardboard is falling apart. The whole box is falling apart. And in here is a DE scoop. I'll show that to you first. So here's a DE scoop. That's it. This one's blue. There's other colors. Doesn't matter what color. People ask, can you use a coffee can? Can you use this? Can you use that? You can use anything you want as long as it's a scoop that's this size. I don't know how much this is. Doesn't say, it just says DE scoop. That's all it says. Just buy one. $5, be done with it, and have the right equipment instead of a stupid coffee can so you look like a moron in front of everybody. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Don't touch DE. This is bad. You gotta wear a mask. You gotta put on a hazmat suit. You know what? I'm a rugged guy. I've been around a lot of bad shit in my years. This ain't gonna kill me. This is carcinogenic. So is breathing the fucking air. So is breathing the fucking air. Okay? This is not going to kill you. Don't lick it. Don't eat it. Don't ingest the fumes. Don't snort it. And you're going to be just fine. That's all there is to it. There's a million ways to die. This makes 1,000,001. Okay? That's all there is to it. Now, they're going to say, oh, you know, just put a little bit in. You don't want to clog it. You don't want to clog it. Guess what? Dump the whole fucker in. I'm going to take this off so you can see a little better. Water's cloudy. That's fine. But I got 3 more scoops to put in. And you know what? I'm not waiting. Here's 2. There's 3. Not even waiting. Because it's all going to go. And 4. Done. That's all there is to it. Now what? There's so much DE there. Now I'm going to take the water and just get all the little bits here. Clean up a little bit. The basket has DE in it, so just wash it out. My solar heater has opened, and that's what the bubbles you're hearing are. So that's all washed out. And now I like to go in here and make sure there's nothing left. There isn't. Everything's good. Dump that out. Put your basket back in. Put your cover on. That's not going to work. Put the cowl on. Other way. There he goes. There's a leaf. Get rid of that. Don't need that. A little more here. Just splash it in. You know. And that's it. Just put it in. That's really all there is to it. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Pool maintenance and opening your pool does not have to be difficult. All right, so let's take a look now. The pool pump is vibrating. If I move it, it gets quieter. There's just something vibrating, I don't know. So we went up to 20, about 23. That's moving about nicely. We'll call that good, so that should be pretty clear now. I'm sure after the first backwash it'll be good. And that's it. That's opening up your DE filter. I'm sorry about the trouble with the manual air relief valve. Never had that happen. Never saw it happen, but it happens because it just did. I mean, you just saw it. And that's it. Now the filter is running. We have chlorine tabs in the chlorinator. We have shock in the pool. And now we're going to let the chemicals do their magic. It's not an overnight thing. It's not going to be. Nobody ever said it was. So that's all there is to it. Find out how much DE you need. And then put your handle over to filtration. Close up the filter, make sure all your valves are shut after it's filled with water, and dump in the DE. Again, you're going to say, oh no, if you put too much DE, it won't coat the filter grids evenly. It's fine. It will be fine. They're saying it won't coat the filter grids evenly. Did they stop down and open the filter up to check that? No. No, they don't know, they're guessing. Don't go on their guess and think it's correct. Could I be wrong? Sure, I could be wrong. But I've been doing it for 15 years. And not once have I had a problem. Experience takes care of that. If I did something wrong, I would have found out about it by now, wouldn't you think? So that's it. Like I said, pool maintenance, setting your pool up, opening your pool does not have to be difficult. Sometimes the equipment makes it difficult. That's another story. But on the other hand, there's really not much to it. It's a lot of manual labor and a lot of work, but you're going to enjoy it all summer. And I'll tell you something, last year, after I got the pool up and running, fast forward into like June, definitely July and August were absolutely fantastic. I would go out about 8 p.m. I go for about a 2, maybe even 3 mile walk. You know, gotta shed the pounds and all that kind of stuff. So I just go for a walk. I got the headphones and the music. The sun's already down. It's out now, but the sun's already down, so it's not hot out. You're not dying, sweating, anything like that. And I just go for a nice walk around the neighborhood. That's all I did. And I'd come back home. And you gotta cool down for a bit. So I check my email, do a couple things on the computer for a half hour, and then I'd hit the pool, 9:30, something like that. And I would take 2 beers with me. And that's it. I drink the 2 beers, just get a tiny buzz going, stay in the pool maybe an hour, and that's it for the night. I go in, go to bed, wake up the next day, and do it again. I remember that, and I want to do that again really bad this year. I want to go for my walk in the evening, go in the pool after. Man, I'll tell you, that was just the greatest. Every evening was just so smooth, so nice. And it wasn't just the beer talking, because a couple times I said, you know what, I don't even want any. I'll just go in the pool. And it was just so relaxing, so refreshing. And that you think of pools, it's a nice sunny day, you're out there, you got the beach ball, you got all the floaties, the sun kills you. I'm getting older. You know, take it easy. Take it easy. Let the pool work for you. You're working for it now. Let it work for you. So that's the whole point of the game. You put in the work now, and you will reap the benefits later. It's like growing a vegetable garden. A lot of work, getting everything planted, getting the soil ready, watering it, doing all that stuff. But come harvest time, you got all these delicious vegetables, stuff you cannot get in the store. So flavorful, so fresh, stuff you just can't get. And it's well worth the effort. Same story here. You put in the work with the pool, it'll pay you back in the end. So it's not the instant gratification that everybody demands these days. It doesn't go like that. No way, no ifs, nothing. You've got to put in the work. But once you do, you're going to enjoy the benefits. Oh, the wildlife, ladies and gentlemen. The wildlife. Take a look at that. Isn't that nice? I don't know what kind of bird that is. If anybody knows, let me know. I'm sure it's very common, but I'm not a bird guy, so I don't know. But anyway, the pool is here. La piscina. They call it La piscina because a lot of people piss in the pool. Piscina. So let's see how we're looking. Oh, see? We got a problem. Right here. Not good. Now you get a hammer. And all that. I got a fist that works. Just pound her back in. You can use the heel of your hand. That's it, back in. I'll go around, check everything else. Because when you add water to the pool, the liner stretches and it starts pulling stuff out. You gotta catch it before there's a problem. But as far as everything else, the water is pretty clear. The water is pretty clear. It's murky in that, but if you look, sit that down, it's pretty good, at least on this side here. Yeah, I mean, it needs time over by the steps here, besides the green and the dirt. Yeah, I could definitely see how the shock is helping already, because this is definitely a lighter shade of green than it was. So that's helping. Now we have the chlorine tabs in, the shock is in, the filter is running. We have enough water in the pool to get going. We got a stick in the pool. I'll have to get that out at one point or another. It'll probably make its way to the skimmer. But I need to leave this and let it chooch for a while. And as it does, the water is going to become clearer and clearer. And then we get to make it all murky and horrible again. Stick for your trouble. So yeah, when you go to vacuum and brush and everything else, it's going to stir all the crap up. Right now everything is settling, everything is filtering, so any particulate matter in the water, which like I said, in the shallower parts like the steps is crystal clear for the most part, it will become clearer and clearer as the days go by. Eventually it'll be time to backwash, but meantime we're going to have to manually vacuum. You can't just put in, if you have a automatic robotic pool cleaner, don't just, it's not, it can't do it. It can't get rid of this green stuff. You'll clog the bag in it and it's just not a good time. You got to do it manually at least once, if not twice. It's a hell of a lot of work and it's a pain. But that's it. Once you get the pool where you need it to be, like I said, it's going to pay you back and everything will be just fine. I can actually put my thermometer in the pool. Not that it's very readable anymore. Probably not, but that'll make its way. It's dirty, but the pool's dirty, so, you know, just adds to the fun. Will it go down? Will it go down? Sometimes it needs some help. I bet you it will. If it doesn't, I'll shove it under. But anyways, that's it. Enough babbling. This was supposed to be quick and easy, but unfortunately, like I said, the equipment got in the way. And with that clogged thing on the filter, I don't know what the deal was with that, but it looks to be resolved and we're back in good shape. The pool, its chemicals and equipment are doing a lot of the work for me, so this just needs a couple of days to do itself, and then it'll be probably time to vacuum. Okay, that's enough. There he goes. More sticks. Goes out of there. So we'll get her cleaned up. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.